So here we are looking at my 1995 FZJ80. I had taken a long trip this past weekend, going up to hunting camp, and when I got back, I noticed it was leaking some antifreeze. Popped the hood, and underneath you could see right under this area here, at the bottom of this water bypass tube, there's a bunch of antifreeze down there. So looking it up, apparently there's 3 gaskets. There's one up here at the top and 2 down here in this female tube down in the sleeve here. And those gaskets tend to go bad. They're like an O-ring rubber gasket. So yesterday, should have done this yesterday, but it was dark out, so I didn't do the video. I pulled this off. Basically, it requires loosening these 2 bolts. This pulls straight up, and then that little collar is stuck down in there. The top O-ring is accessible, so I popped that top O-ring off, and then I took 2 big flathead screwdrivers. I wrapped them in a bunch of electrical tape on the end, not to damage the female part, and got in underneath that lip, and I pried one here. I got the other one kind of back underneath this way and pried up that way, and kind of did a bunch of wiggling, and then kind of kept prying here, and then stuck the other one kind of down in there and kind of wiggled back and forth. Just being patient, a lot of wiggling and prying, and kind of gently got that tube out. Went to the parts store, got some O-rings to replace, put the new O-rings back on, put the female tube back in this, then I put the whole thing back as one piece. Kind of got it pressed in place. It took a little bit of pressing. I had a rubber mallet and kind of tapping a little bit, kind of got it back in there pretty easily, and then torqued these back to 15 foot-pounds. Then once I was done, again, it was leaking a lot of fluid. When I removed this, a bunch of fluid came out, so then what we did was kind of went back here and refilled the radiator, and then made sure the reservoir was full. Mine had green coolant in, so I'm assuming that whoever is doing it before had been running the green, pressed stone green. I know it calls for the red, and kind of educating myself and reading a bunch on the forums. The big thing was just not to mix the 2, so I stuck with green for now until I can do a flush that I might switch over to the red, but not sure. Anyway, sorry I don't have any better pictures, but that was kind of my procedure to replace those gaskets, and got her up to temperature last night and kind of today, and it's been holding well. Thanks.